everyone, welcome to Buzzing About Romance. I am Becky, and joining me for this episode is Leah. Hi, Leah.
Hi, Becky.
And Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
So today, I'm just going to start and then we'll chit-chat, but today we're celebrating something pretty special. This June marks 6 years of Buzzing About Romance, 6 years of romance books, 6 years of recommendations, 6 years of inside jokes, 6 years of accidentally adding hundreds of books to everyone's TBR. And honestly, when we started this thing in 2020, I didn't think any of us thought we'd still be here 6 years later.
No, but also none of us were here when you started in
Yeah.
2020.
You all are new. Everybody is new. I'm the only one from the original first.
Yeah.
You're the only OG.
3 months. I mean, there were only like 20 episodes
Yeah, but still.
before you all came on.
Well, yeah, it was the last one though. I think so. I think it was 2022 or 2023. So
Yeah, I think the start of end of 2022, I think is
I
when
think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been around far longer than I remember.
Yeah. So today isn't really a history lesson, it's more a celebration, a conversation about how buzzing started, how it's changed, the people who helped build it, and why community has been the heart of everything we do. And it's really interesting because I shared that we were live tonight on my Facebook, and Britt, who is my friend that owns the bookstore here in town, and she's like, isn't it amazing how books bring people together and bring people into your life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I look back, I mean, the first people I want to share my good news with are my book friends. You know, my book friends are really just my friends now. Like, it's so interesting how something that people just dismiss as, oh, that's romance, has created this whole community, this whole thing, and now we're all stuck together.
Yeah, we are.
So I'm excited that we made it to 300 because when I first started, I had taken a podcast online networking convention, learn to podcast kind of class thing. And
like a Udemy type thing for podcasts.
Yeah, like kind of like a convention, because people were selling their different, but it was all online because it was 2020, right?
Yeah.
And the one guy that was on it was like, well, the average podcast only makes it 10 episodes. So you should always make your goal to be 25 episodes. Therefore, you've beat the average. And, you know, if you can hit 25, then it gets easier to go to 30 and easier to go to 50 and such. And I was like, God, I don't even know if we're going to make it to 2 episodes. And I can only think of one episode where we forgot to hit record and had to re-record. And that was early days.
I was going to say
I
that.
don't remember that one.
That was early days. That was
before me too.
That was the original co-host. But it was only that one, and it was just her and I, so there wasn't like an author interview. Could you imagine how embarrassing that would be?
Yep.
To not. Anyway.
But I mean, it happens. Shit like that happens.
Right. Stacy, we have added the 60 plus books for her in-depth series.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, I'm sure there's been many more, but
Right.
just those in themselves.
Yeah, so many books. I tried to count. We've featured over 500 different authors.
Yeah.
Has it been that many?
Yeah, over 500 different authors.
Well, because I was looking back and I've recorded like 87 spotlights or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's just recordings. Like that's not like web Q&As, which we've had a couple of those too.
Well, and we had some author spotlights previous to the new setup. And then we've done happy hours. And
well, you figure for a while, like we did author interviews almost every week.
Yeah, every week was an author interview back in 2022 and such. And then We had IG Lives that we've done,
Yeah, that's
and
a
then
lot.
just regular Sunday episodes that they've come on. So over 500 authors have been featured on Buzzing About Romance.
A lot.
It's a
That's
lot of
crazy.
people. It's a lot of people.
But I like the crazy thing is though, too, like we made really good friends with some of those authors along the
Oh,
way.
absolutely. Absolutely. It's really funny because we started the podcast because and I've talked about this before.
Hmm.
Bridgerton was announced as a TV series and Shonda Rhimes was going to do it. And it was at the height of the serial stuff. And I was like, we're going to do a podcast and break down every episode. And I kept talking about it. Like, I'd like to have a podcast and then I could talk about the books I like. And I really think 2020 was the perfect situation because we were home. The
Yeah.
kids were stable, things
Well,
were
you guys were much more isolated than a lot of other people too.
right, right. I also think Mike was tired of listening to hear me talk about books.
Oh, I mean, that is fair.
I mean, he's a good guy, but how much can you hear about Ice Planet Barbarians before you're like, get a friend?
Jen Ellen says, and then you watch the show.
And then I watched the show.
Yeah,
So
we don't need to talk about
disappointing.
that.
Okay, so when you started, do you ever imagine you'd still be here all these years later? Leah, did you think you'd
No,
last this long?
I didn't think any of us would last this long.
No, we've had our moments. A couple
Well,
times
and
we wanted to
a lot
quit.
of people don't get it. Like a lot of most everybody doesn't see it, but I mean, there have been times where it's like it's very hard to like get excited about episodes. And I mean, we've not recently, like we've definitely enjoyed more recently, but there was like a good like 4 or 5 month like slump where like, oh man, do we have to do this anymore?
Yeah. Well, and I think when you and I were doing a lot of the Sunday episodes with
Yeah.
all the author interviews, they started to feel the same.
Yeah, they did.
And I think it was at that point when we kind of said, okay, let's try to do these trope talks. Let's
Yeah.
cut out the author interviews. Let's stop, not
Well, and let's
stop
kind
doing
of
them.
mix it up a little bit so they're
Yeah.
not listening to me and you talk every week.
Yeah. And then we decided to the contributors for a long time were only on the quick shots.
Quick shots, yeah.
But then we thought, you know what? Let's give them some Sunday time. One,
Mhm.
your life got busy and
Yeah, because the kids got older and started doing more.
it was getting harder for you to commit to every Sunday. So then I
Yeah.
had help.
Yeah.
And as hosts have left, which is absolutely fine, right? Because
Mhm.
Rachel
Life
left because she had a new
changes.
baby.
Yeah.
Carolina left because she got a new job.
Mhm.
But then we've added people in.
Yeah.
Because so we added Jenny in, and then
Mhm.
Amanda, we
Mhm.
made you come hang out with us.
You didn't
That's the
make that like
thing.
when
We
you
didn't
asked me
add
the
Amanda out. We
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
put
I
her
didn't, you
in.
asked me the first time and I didn't know you were like, I thought you were just like asking for an episode. Like I didn't know we were jumping into the whole thing and I was like, oh, okay,
Oh.
that's fine.
You're like, yeah, I'd love to. And I'm like, great.
Yeah.
She's
And
in
then
it.
she drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, she did not know what she was getting into with me and you.
No. So what do you remember about your first episode?
I don't remember what my first episode was, honestly, and I forgot to go look.
I don't know.
So-
Do you have an episode that stands out for you or a series of episodes that stands out for you?
Besides Melanie saying,
Oh well, I mean, the author spotlights have been a lot of fun, but like I always like it when when we do like we build our own like team or band or whatever and we pick from different, when we do that. I always have a lot of fun with those.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I had asked in the Discord for people to share their memories, and Gloria mentioned our first
Mhm.
when we did the 5 books by Shayla Black and Lexi Blake, and our murder board and our
Oh, the
conspiracy
read
theories.
like the read along.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Perfect
Oh,
Gentleman
man.
read along series.
That was a lot of fun.
It
There's a
was.
lot of fighting.
There was. It was a lot of fun because one, we were pre-recording those, not doing them live. and you would read the book and I'd be like, can't go to the next one. We got to record first. So you'd like,
Yes.
hurry
Oh,
up,
yeah.
let's record.
Well, and so like I was not working like out of the house at that point still, I think. I don't think I was at the church at that point. And so like I could binge an entire like 7-book series in like 3 days because like the kids were
Yeah.
in school. And so it's like I didn't have, I mean, granted, it was like hybrid chaos, but like once like school started, I couldn't make a lot of noise and be distracting to them. So I could binge. I was not allowed to binge. There was and like the way that Becky like scheduled them because she scheduled them and I would have to wait. And I'd be like, no, I'm not waiting. She's like, you have to.
You had to wait.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That
Yeah,
was
the read-alongs are fun. Like I had fun with the Read Rivers. We did that one too.
Yeah.
So those are always fun.
I love that Read Rivers series.
We haven't done a read along in a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we might have to do one.
We might.
So do you remember, like, how would you classify like your reading over the course of being on the podcast or being a listener on the podcast? Have we opened your eyes to other books that you never thought you would read? Because I think of Amanda when I say
Yeah.
this.
Of course. I was not reading Why Choose at all.
Why
I
Choose
was-
and
I was-
Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She would read Dragons.
Yeah, I would read Dragons, definitely. But yeah, I was not, and I'm still not, it's still more like fantasy. Why Choose is where I will
Yeah.
land if I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I was not interested in that at all. Because I always have a favorite. And so I was like, I'm not like I'm gonna be mad. So I like avoided it for the longest time. So.
Jen Ellen said Sentinel object
Well,
books.
and Jenny said she still has problems with vacuuming.
She
Because
does.
Jenny really took one for the team on that one.
He did.
Like really took one
Yeah,
for the
that
team.
vacuum was bad.
I mean, my reading, like it hasn't, like what I always read is still there, but my hard nose don't exist anymore. And I will literally read anything people put in front of me.
I think it's really interesting because you used to be pretty animate, like, no cliffhangers.
Oh, I still hate cliffhangers.
Yeah, but now you're like asking for them from the publishers.
No, I
He asked
asked
if it
if it
was
was
a
a
cliffhanger.
cliffhanger.
Oh.
And if it was, I was going to say no.
Okay.
Because that author, it's Kate Golden, who is like a duet or trilogy author.
No,
And-
it's Alexander Kennington.
Oh, Alexander Kensington. Yes.
Yeah.
But she does
He does.
a lot of trilogies and duologies. And so like when Kristen sent the email, I was like, good God, do not call this a standalone if it's not. And so like I was not going to request it if it was a Cliffy, but supposedly she was very satisfied with the ending. So it does stand alone. So I said yes. And plus the cover's really pretty.
That
It
cover
is,
is very.
yeah.
But no, I hate a Cliffy still.
Susie
I will read
said
them.
because of Amanda, she has started to read
She
fantasy.
does. Oh.
Susie says that. So
I
Yay.
mean, same.
I thought she was talking about Leah at first. I was like, yeah, I kind of make her.
Leah, is the highlight of your
you
buzzing about
told-
romance career that you got to live the one bed trope, sort of, with Susie?
Oh, with Susie. I mean, it was a good time. Honestly, I have had so many highlights. Like I look back and I actually think about like different things that happen in like my daily life now. And I'm like, I lead a real weird life.
It is really weird, isn't
Like-
it?
Like I was emailing back and forth with Avery Flynn and I'm like, that's strange. But it's
What
like
about you, Becky?
conversation.
Yeah.
Julie Garwood.
Julie Garwood would
Oh.
be the highlight interview for me
Yeah.
for sure. And I think that's just because she is so ingrained in like my discovery of romance and stuff. But you know, like when we did the category episode with Maisie Yates
yeah.
and Jackie Asherdine, and I can't think of who else was on that one. That was another one where I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, because these are people that have created careers
Mhm.
on a style of book that was everything to me. Like I stole those
Yeah.
like crazy out of that paper bag. I mean, I could sit in my closet for a whole day and read one book.
Category was kind of a lifestyle for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny. The next question is, what's something we've gotten better at over the years? And I would say
Nothing. I think we've gotten worse at everything.
we don't have awkward pauses as much anymore.
No, I guess we don't.
And the intros are way better.
Yeah, this is true. But Mike still gets annoyed with us about them.
They do, just because like he'll say, "Don't pop your
But
bees."
I think part of it though is like we might still have the awkward pauses, but we really leaned into like our weirdness, and like so the awkward pauses are not awkward. It's just normal for us. It's like the intros and outros. Like if you say something funny, I just call you out on it.
You do.
So I feel like we're like nothing has gotten better. We just really leaned into what works for us. And sometimes the non-normal.
Yeah.
Like we acknowledge the neurospicy is very alive and well in the podcast. Like, wait, thinking of that, have you seen like the reels and things where people are talking like if you're neurospicy, you kind of build your circle with neurospicy so everybody else seems abnormal? And I'm like, that is totally us.
It is us. But I also think that that is true in our bookcase media clients too.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We attract them.
We attract them, which is fine. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Because, you know, we get each other. Leah's internet's going in and out.
Oh,
Dang
yeah.
it.
Sorry, Leah. You're going in and out. Can you think of one book the podcast recommended that was like, ended up being a favorite and you were shocked that you liked it as much as you did? Can you think of one?
I know there's one and I just lost it.
It's okay.
What was the question?
Can you think of a book that we've recommended as the podcast that you didn't think you were going to like that has now become one of your favorites?
No.
For me, I would have to say Iced Out by Veronica Eden.
I still have not read that.
She was a pitch from one of the PR companies if we would do a live with her. And I was like, oh, it's college. I don't do college. Like, I don't do college. And then I read that and I was like, okay. But then also.
And now you have like 17 copies of it.
Now I have 17 copies. The other one is when we first started doing, I remember we hadn't really ever done like holiday reads. I think this was the fall of 2022. We didn't really do holiday reads in 2020 or 2021 because to be honest, I don't love Christmas books. They don't always hit for me. And I'm a little bit, holidays are weird for me.
Yeah.
And we had decided that we were going to do quick shots that were all holiday books for November, December. And I'm like, oh, I got to find something because I am not reading all these stupid, crappy books. And I picked up Winterville.
Oh, yeah.
I picked up Winterville and that changed it. And I actually started to get excited every year about doing Christmas books.
Yeah. Well, and Nikki joined us on the one episode too for the Christmas.
For the Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. But and stuff. Ironically, I was talking to somebody, I think we were at the swim meet on Saturday, and we were talking about Die Hard as a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie, right?
It definitely is a Christmas movie, but I was telling her about like the Die Hard test and all those things. And I was like, yeah, and it was my mom's idea to watch the movie every year.
I think like, I don't know that I have one that I thought I was going to hate that I ended up loving. I mean, because I think we're all pretty good at identifying the ones we're gonna like, and you know, like even when it's not a pick, we're still kind of like, okay, you know. But I think we're all pretty good at that. So
I'm still bitter that I am the only one that finished that fucking Megan Quinn book.
No,
none of you else did.
I tried, but I just like I got to that. I got to the whole.
I barely Leah'd that one. Oh.
Whatever middle scene, and I was like, I can't.
For Jenny, the time I got drunk and saved a demon was
those
her surprise.
Books are so cute and adorable.
I do remember the first book that I got like obsessed with from the podcast, and that was The Invitation by Keeland.
Oh, that's so good.
Like, and I wasn't even on yet. I was just listening, and
Do you know,
I was like, I love this book
did you
so
ever
much.
hear the story about that? So I had bought the book when it came out because I love Vi Books. She was not in KU at the time. I bought, and at the time you could still share ebooks
Yeah,
from
you can loan
account
your
to
Oh
ebooks.
account.
yeah.
And I hadn't read it yet, but Leah was like, "Well, I'm going to read. Share it with me.
Okay. I
I'll
do
read it.
remember this.
If it's
Yeah.
good, we'll do a quick shot for it." And I was like, "Okay." So I shared it over to her, and then she started telling me about it, and I'm like,
So she was like,
"Fuck
give
this!"
me my book
bought
back.
her. I
You're like,
bought
you're
her
about
own
to-
copy and made her
Oh
give
my
me my
gosh.
book back.
But it was
That's so
totally worth
funny.
it, wasn't it?
It was totally worth it. But she was like, because she's like, "Well, I can't buy them on a budget," and I was like, "Okay, I'll just share it with you." And then I really wanted it back because she kept talking
do
about
remember
it.
you
Well, I
told me
wasn't
that.
even giving you specific things. I was begging, like being super vague about it, but
Yeah.
also not being vague. Because it's like, dude, you have to read this book. And she's like, okay, you need to stop. Give me my book back. And I will
So
just
good.
buy it for you. And I'm like, okay, and then we talked about it incessantly for like months on end.
For months on
Yeah.
end.
It's like that Tara DeWitt, Savor It.
Yeah. Oh
Like
yeah.
we
Definitely.
like that book. I mean, I knew going into it, like the premise of it, it was going to be good,
Sounded
Yeah.
good.
but amazing.
I still just like randomly think about it like
I was
today.
thinking about the goose today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did you know, have you seen how like like desk goose and like porch goose, like they're
Oh,
coming
yeah.
back.
yeah.
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 Like I'm real tempted to buy a desk goose, like when Michael gets my office done.
Well, we have the stone tortoise on the front porch. I'm wondering if I should be making
Oh, you should dress him up.
outfits for Perry on the porch.
Mm.
Okay, Jen Ellen says it was the Elizabeth Stevens superhero
Oh, yeah.
need
Oh,
PR.
you're all welcome. You're all so welcome.
that
That's
got
true.
her.
You
I
were the
was
one who read that
obsessed.
and
I was
talked about it so
obsessed.
much.
I was like, you guys have to read
And
this.
she was so freaking sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Susie says the Summer of Salmon.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's funny. I don't know. My reading has changed so much. Because I recently picked up some Jay Salmon books. I don't know that I could binge read again, like a whole series.
I think it depends for me. Like, I don't know. I don't think I could binge a whole series, but unless like it is fantastic. Like, I feel like there are some series out there that I could binge, but like the books have to be very different. Like the stories have to be different. Like it has to be super engaging. I think if we came across the right series, we could totally binge it, but it would be a tough sell.
It'd be a tough sell. So the people who made Buzzing, one thing I think is really important to acknowledge is that Buzzing has never been just one person. Over 6 years, we've had hosts come and go, life changes, people change jobs, families grow, interest shifts, schedules became impossible, and that's normal. But every single person who ever sat behind a microphone helped shape what we are today. The show evolved because of the people who brought their personalities, opinions, favorite tropes, and reading taste to the table. And I say that because you all challenge me. Because Becky of early 2020 would have told you to take your friends to Lovers and shove it. But now I will read it. I will try it.
Yeah.
And I am fine to read, a book for the greater good. I think that's,
I mean, you did finish the Megan Quinn books.
I did finish the Megan Quinn book. So if you had to describe every current host with a romance trope, what trope are they? So,
We like I
like
would just,
Leah,
like,
what trope is Leah?
right now probably cheating. She
I
is because she is all over the place.
do really enjoy them a
She
lot
is-
lately.
she is
I
the-
don't.
Yeah.
See, and for me, Amanda, you are brother's best friend. You are that
Yeah.
quiet femme fatale that is taking it in and going for what she wants.
I mean, it's a favorite trope.
Jenny, I would say probably opposites.
Opposites attract.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny,
Yes.
it's funny because Jenny and I laugh because she is the girl version of Michael. And I am the girl version of Jeremy, which is why we work.
There you
So
go.
we have friends who they used to be our neighbors, but it's the same. Like she is the girl version of Michael, and I am the girl version of Chris.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
we
funny.
have some friends that are that way.
And because she is like a chaotic, anxious, like doomsday puppy, and Chris and I are like, yeah, it's fine.
It'll be fine.
Nothing's wrong.
And Jenny is always willing to go along with the ride. I'll be like, I have an idea. And she'll be like, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know? And that's kind
She
of,
may shake her head at us a lot.
oh yeah.
There's a lot of judgment there.
Yeah. What trope
she
do we
still does
associate
it.
to Lindsay?
I was gonna say brother's best friend
For
for Lindsay
Lindsay.
because like I loved, she was the one who did the femme fatale take on that and
Mhm.
everything. So I always
Yeah.
think about her when I think about that trope because I know it's one
Yeah.
of her favorites and she had like such a good take on it. So.
Exactly. Like she definitely like coined a whole new like version of it.
But I think probably like if we're not gonna do brother's best friend for her, I think it would be Married in Vegas
Married
for
in
Lindsay.
Yeah,
Vegas.
she loves
Yeah,
it.
she
She
loves
does.
that.
And it's like just chaotic enough to really fit Lindsay
Yeah.
too.
I always think of Lindsay though as friends to lovers because she is your friend.
Oh yeah.
You know, she's going to give you the
But
hard
the good
truth.
side of the friends to lovers.
The
Yeah.
good side. She's going to give you the hard truth. She's going to throw in a couple of like, but do you want to do that? All the while ready to
Jenny
go.
said Jeremy says Lindsay is a golden retriever.
True.
She's
We've
such a
seen
good
that.
girl.
We have seen that.
Well, and at this, like when we were at Knockout a couple years ago, it was like I had to lead her around, and she would just get so excited, and then you're like, okay,
Yeah.
we have to move on now.
So she didn't get lost.
That's true.
And, Heather, I know it's, Minnesota hockey mom reads, so you would just assume hockey, but it's really not. She really has gotten into, some of them are but some of them are just suspense, but she's really gotten into like cowboys and westerns a lot, lots of small
She
town.
loves her mafias.
She loves
too.
mafia.
She
Yeah.
does
She
love
loves
her
her
mafia.
mafias.
And then for me,
Secret Baby.
Secret Baby.
Oh, yeah.
I do love a Secret Baby. I actually
You
picked
really
up a
do.
book today that was Secret Baby.
I started a new Brighton Walsh, and it's a secret baby. Like the mom passes away, and he
Oh.
finds out that he has a 4-year-old.
I need to get back to her books.
I
I
interviewed
like
her
them.
recently, and she was very
Oh, did you?
nice.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, because she's in her whatever city she's in or town she's in right now. I can't think of the name of it. Like it's a second series set in the same town, but it's a different family.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's really good, and she really likes a grumpy hero.
She
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
I have not
But-
read her, so you should send me the title of that Secret Baby.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's The Live-In Roommate.
Okay.
It's I think it's book 2, maybe book 3 in this
The newest one, her newest
Steele
series, right?
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually the end of the most recent book that came out, there was like a whole like secret person surprise. Like
Oh.
so there's actually an extra book in the series that she wasn't anticipating. So
I do appreciate you all didn't just say Grumpy Sunshine because I'm so grouchy sometimes.
No.
I mean, we all love a grumpy sunshine though, really. I mean, Amanda and I love an asshole.
You
so
too. And I am the biggest one in this
Yeah.
group.
That's true. I might be bitchy, but you're an asshole.
I am an asshole. From podcast to community, I think this is the thing that surprised me the most. We started a podcast, but what we actually got was community.
Yeah.
Readers found each other, authors found new readers, friendships formed. People started showing up every week. Some listeners have literally been with us since the beginning. And when we went to YouTube Lives, people, any Sunday they can be here. They're here for us. They were here for us on the Wednesdays. I think that's the wildest piece, right?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
because, when we first started it, we heard constantly, I don't have anyone in my real life to talk about romance with.
Yeah.
And then now,
But we've
Lots.
created that for them.
and then
And
we've,
honestly, like I have found people in my real life where, not just my mom, but like actual friends like that I see in person regularly that like we talk about romance all the time.
So I will say, Merritt shared over in Discord. I love how the podcast is very diverse, and there's always a focus you'll like. I love the community vote episodes like book boyfriends, girl gangs, and the way the community and the podcast are intertwined. I love the chaos, which makes it so you have the feelings you're listening to a good friend group. And then I think, oh, that's wild. This is your friend group?
I mean, Meredith's in a
is.
different country too, which
Yeah.
is even crazier.
Jen Ellen said, I still vividly remember my first book club. She came to Galentine's Day when we did
Oh, we got so drunk that
so
night.
drunk.
So drunk.
She says, I knew right away I had found my group. All your reviews, articles, and interviews are outstanding. You're all honest and open and love romance. You cover just about every subgenre of romance, so you can always find someone to give a rec or discuss a book with. And my TBR will never be the same. And she loves that.
You're welcome.
Bonnie shared, I found Bar when I was looking for a podcast that would hold my interest. I was hooked with the first episode I listened to. I love that you cover so many subgenres of romance. Your focus isn't on just popular books, and you deep dive into the backlist of authors. The knowledge that you all bring to the podcast is second to none, and the laughs and fun you all have is contagious. And then Gretchen said, Bar keeps me company when I'm taking a drive, usually as a means to decompress from all the hard things. Ladies, it's like I'm talking with you all, nodding like a crazy person and smiling wide when I hear you call us out by name. Thank you for being so supported in my bookish ridiculousness, but also in life. I can't wait to meet you all in person one day. Oh, and happy 30th and 6th. What an accomplishment. And then Karen shared, it was a tweet from Kelly Jameson that made me find Bar. And I just remember listening to all the older episodes and finding so many new to me authors. And then finding people who just loved romance books and loved talking about them. And I didn't have to be embarrassed talking about them because they just got it. Congrats on 300, ladies. Be proud of what you've accomplished. It's been successful at doing it for 6 years. Thanks for all the unhinged moments, too. We do specialize in unhinged moments.
We do.
So do you have a favorite live show moment or maybe a favorite listener interaction? I still laugh sometimes of the DMs or the emails I'll get, like when I pronounce a name wrong or I said something incorrect and somebody has to tell me, or if I overuse a word, sometimes I hear about that too. Those make me laugh.
I mean, sometimes it's from us. So.
Right.
I mean, the pronunciation I always call you out on. So.
It's fine. It is all good. Do you have a favorite interaction, live show moment?
I mean, not to bring it up, but like anytime we talk about like I'm not ever gonna forget like the ranch dressing. Like no one will let us forget it.
But wait, I have something to show.
No one will let us forget it.
Jenny sent me her picture.
And I didn't even read that book.
Okay, so
Oh.
But you're in a hidden valley ranch.
And we're hit.
Oh my gosh.
But you have a little rake and
A rake and
little
a hoe.
A rake and a hoe.
A rake
That
and a
was
hoe.
from you, Leah, with your rake in the
Yes.
hoe.
Yes. But also you're in the Hidden Valley Ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The book club where Becky was confused who the author was. Yeah, because we thought Amber was Jill Ramsauer.
Yes.
Oh.
Which no joke, they do look very similar.
They do.
Like you if like in a crowded room, like
I
Amber
couldn't
could be
figure
Jill
it
Ramsauer.
out. Right.
I was
Right. And they
very
were both,
confused.
that was Amber's first book club.
Yes.
And somebody was messaging me. Maybe it was Heather was messaging me. She's like, I think that's Jill. I think that's Jill. And I'm like, okay, let's just go with it.
But it was not Jill.
It was not.
Oh, Bonnie
So
said how starstruck I got with J.R. Ward. I was like, oh my God, she's talking to me. She's just addressed me by name live.
She's making
and I was
me
like,
answer
oh
a
my
question,
God.
and I
Yeah.
don't know what to say.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
So Stacy, she says, not all tropes, but to me, Becky is touch my people and die.
I am pretty protective of all of you, so.
Leah is the chaotic heroine. I mean, I'm not discounting that. Amanda is found family, Heather golden retriever, and Lindsay is the quirky and chatty small town.
And then
Also,
Jenny's friends to lovers.
yes.
Yes.
Susie also said the first Jacinda Wilder interview, she's still waiting for the Bear Shifter book.
So am I.
We should email Jack and Jacinda, be like, hey, since you guys are writing a lot now, when is this going to happen?
They were such a fun book club. Like, they were just, and it was so fun because I had found those bad books like at my library forever ago. And then I think I said, hey, we could do one of these books. Yeah. And everyone's like, I've never read those. And I'm like, okay. Well,
that was definitely a binge. Like I did it in stages, but like after we started those, like, those
the
are
way
bingeable.
It's broken down is you can do it in stages too. And Jeff and Jenny Kate were always great book clubs.
They
would hang
stayed the
out
whole
for hours.
time.
It was like 2 a.m. or something like that one time. Yeah. Like we were on forever.
There was one Festivus that we were on to like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So Danielle shares, I found you back in 2022, I think through Amanda, and quickly joined the Patreon. I can't usually join book club because of the time difference, but really enjoy listening to podcast episodes and the community here within Discord. Happy 300. It's so funny. We've kind of toned it down, but that first summer of Summer Reading Challenge, because that's when Stacy first found us, was Summer Reading Challenge in 2021. After solely being a Spotify listener, I caught the live interview with Elsie Silver for her Gold Rush Ranch release in 2022. And since then, I started to lurk in the lives. After hearing so much about the Patreon book clubs, I finally pulled the trigger in 2023. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I feel like I found my bookish community. And even through their huge chunks of time, I'm firmly in urban fantasy, paranormal, fantasy, romance binges. I've never felt like I didn't belong. My favorite part are the tangents. Come for the book recs and stay for the tangents is 100% true. Thank you, Becky, and all the current and previous hosts in the Discord group for creating such a lovely space in the book community. I tend to be a quieter person and am always happy to lurk and chuckle in the back, but I've never felt that when I did have something to share, it wouldn't be heard. So thank you all. Oh, and read Winterville. You're so right, Stacy. Read Winterville.
Oh, she's also in the chat saying she'll never forget when Lucy Eden ordered pizza on the book club. So remember that? That was so
that
funny.
Was so great.
Yeah.
That is so great.
Well, it's so funny, like thinking back and like people and like Susie says like Delta James and like like it just thinking like how many different styles of authors and types of authors and like
just
the diversity of the authors we've gotten a chance to talk to, not even just of like color, race, things like that, but of like their level of
success
writing
or catching authors at the beginning of their career. Like we interviewed Elsie Silver at the beginning. I mean, she had only had 5 books out before, the Chestnut Springs went
she
wild.
She just had that like Gold Rush series.
Same
like she
with,
didn't have anything else that.
Victoria Wilder. We interviewed her on her the Peak series. And then she wrote the Bourbon series and that's gone crazy. Yeah. I think one of the things that this is so random. One of the things that I love is that the podcast community, first of all, they're a constant, right? Like, I know that if I have to take a step back from Discord, I can come back in and chat, and it just feels like no time is lost, right? But also, it's created an opportunity for me to work with some amazing authors and people I now consider friends that I didn't know that I'd ever have that in my life, like it just, there are moments of, oh, this is weird. Like, let's see here. Okay. Is there any moments in the community that have surprised you? I guess ordering pizza during book club.
I think all of it has surprised me, but not in a bad way. It's all
No.
been like a pleasant
Yeah.
surprise. Like just the camaraderie and the closeness that it has created, and honestly the openness that a lot of the community has with us also. Like they're not afraid to ask
Yeah.
a lot of big things, whether it's about books or life. Like
Well,
I feel like that is one of the things that I love the most. Like if somebody's having an issue, like they might not necessarily put it in like the public Discord, but like they'll be like, listen, I have a question and I feel comfortable asking this of you, because I mean, we have created that like relationship.
I think of the journeys too that we've been on with some of our listeners, right? You
Yeah.
know, Nikki, we were with her
We
through
celebrated,
the
but we also hurt
IVF
with her.
and
Yeah.
her heartbreak, and
Yeah.
then, you know, Draven being born,
He's
and
so freaking adorable
you know,
too.
we also, you know, Carrie, we've had,
Mhm.
you know, followed her journey, and we're supportive and there for her through that.
Yeah.
And, you know, when my mom passed, someone was like, "Well, how can you just keep going? Like, shouldn't you just be sad?" And I'm like, "No, these people fill my bucket." Like, you know, Laura from What to Read Next podcast, she's like, "You're not doing like last weekend." She's like, "You're not doing an episode on Sunday, are you?" I could step in, I could co-host, and I'm like, "No, I need to do it. These are my chosen people.
Yeah.
These are the people that I know if I'm going to break down, I'm breaking down to these people
Yeah.
because they're the ones that are going to be there for me in the
Yeah.
end." So, okay.
Yeah. So I think just the community as a whole and the way the comfort level that it has created for so many of us.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of like group chats that I have just from, you know, like you know, us as a group, and then just even people meeting through the community, like people I talk to like on a regular basis, whether it's, you know, Karen and I talk constantly on Instagram, like in messages, you know, I talk to
Mhm.
Danielle all the time. We were friendly before this, but I talk to her constantly. It's like, you know, it's crazy. It's wild. My husband's like, you know, he's like, oh, he's like, you have like all these friends like later in life, you know, like I wasn't like, you know, I had friends when I was younger, but I moved at like a pivotal point, and then I moved away after college, and you know,
Mhm.
so it's like I just don't have that many people that I talk to on a regular basis until now, and now it's just like I'm on, you know, I'm like
Well, and
messaging constantly.
I feel like everybody, like I don't talk to anybody that I went to high school with. Like I
Yeah.
don't really talk to anybody. I mean, not Mike County Michael, because I mean I married that guy. But like we don't really talk to a lot of people that we went to college with. So it's like, and even like different parent friends that we've had like along the way, like some of them we've kept and some of them we haven't. And it's like I feel like now is the time like we've really found the
Hmm.
people that first off like fit with us,
Yeah.
and like the friendships that we have cultivated in the past like 5 6 years, like those are the friendships that like I wish I always had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in an interesting spot in 2020 because because the kids were homeschooled because of Christopher's health. We had pulled back from a lot of social situations because they just didn't work for our family at the time or
Yeah.
whatever. And you know, when shutdown happened in 2020 and people would be like, "This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. It just ruined my life." 2020 was actually really fantastic for me
Mm.
because this started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this has provided so many opportunities. We've gotten to go to some really great book signings. And
We've got to meet in person some really
Yeah.
amazing people.
yes. Yeah. And it's just so lucky. And now, you know, the book world created the opportunity for me to do acquisitions for 1852.
Yeah.
And I helped, you know, sign an author that's a USA Today bestselling author. You know, like
Mhm.
it's so cool. And it's so funny because do you know the number of pictures I get from people from like author notes and thank
Oh,
yous?
really?
Oh, yeah.
That like Britt will read one. She read Walker's book that comes out at the end of the month.
Mhm.
And it says in
It's
it,
good people.
Walker says to me, or says at me, she says, "Becky, I know I tease you that I pay you to be my friend, but you know, I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you for all your help and everything." And I'm just like, that's so exciting. I still not reading it. Although Krista Sander will still message me and be like, "Did you read the letter?" And I still get threats occasionally from Melanie Moreland that she's gonna
Kill you in an epilogue.
kill me in an epilogue. Um, so the romance world looks very different than it did in 2020, but honestly, Buzzing looks different too. We talked about how our reading tastes have changed. Is there a romance trend that came and went too fast that you're sad it doesn't happen anymore?
No.
We're not really trendy readers.
We are oppositional,
Yeah.
defiant readers. So we don't, I mean, we pay attention to the trends because it's necessary, but we also don't pay attention to the trends because if it's trendy, you bet your ass we're probably not reading it.
The one trend I would like to see go away is the like 600-page rom-coms.
Yes.
Well, just 600-page anything.
Yeah.
Well, except romantasy. Those can stay
Yeah, I
600
mean, that's
pages.
different. But
Yeah.
yeah, any
Exactly.
contemporary.
Like a contemporary does not need to be over like, I mean, 400 maybe depending on the story.
So
but no
we
more than that. people.
had an impromptu book club Friday night, and Jen Ellen said that she now, before downloads a book, looks and see 350 pages. If it's more than that, she really questions whether or not she's going to download it.
It's not worth it, Jenny. Because you will Leah the shit out of that.
Hold on a second. Okay. They took care of that. Okay, what trope didn't think you would ever love that you've read and loved?
I choose.
Why choose?
I mean, I've read a couple cheating books that I really enjoyed and I never thought. But it's not even that like I would want anybody else to read them. Like I just really enjoyed them.
That's all that matters.
Susie says friends to lovers for her.
I mean, there are a couple that are really good.
Yeah.
There's some really good ones out there.
I think it's, trope wise, I really did not love the what were they? The cinnamon roll hero. But I have read some that I do enjoy.
Yeah, because I mean,
there's some, but it's still not.
I mean, and I think
100%
I think that's the case with almost everything now because of the wide range of books that we've read. I think if you give us a trope, there's probably at least one we could, say that, okay, there's one,
Well, and like there are some authors that we pick up and it does not matter if he's a cinnamon roll or not. We are going to like that book.
This is true. Yeah. Okay, complete this sentence. Buzzing about romance taught me. What have we taught? What did it teach you, Leah?
That I am a chaos gremlin.
You are a chaos gremlin. What did buzzing teach you, Amanda?
That I'm probably never, ever going to get not nervous about being on screen.
You get nervous with us?
Oh my, I'm sweating through my shirt right now.
Are you serious?
People are looking at me. Yes. Like no joke. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't realize you still got nervous with us.
Yeah.
Bonnie says that I can write whatever I want.
Yes, you
1000%
yes.
you can.
And we will read that shit.
And I think we say that constantly to anybody who's like, oh, I'm thinking about writing a book. Write the book.
Do it. Write
but
write what you want. Do not write to tropes. Do not write to trends. Write what you want because let me tell you, friends, we can tell.
Carla Luna, she came on to one of the National Read a Book Day readathons that we did. And when she told us about her Mary Magdalene fanfic that she wrote, Spicy Jesus and Mary, I was like, I would read it.
I think we were all like, I would read that.
Yeah. What pop means. Pop was great. And we don't do it so much anymore, I think, because I feel like it started to feel spoilery, kind of like over-troping books.
Yeah.
I put it in my reviews if anybody wants to know, like for the most part, like unless it's something it's like multiple series books and they're really not doing anything in the first book, but yeah.
Sorry, I was laughing at Stacey's comment.
Oh, what'd she say?
Cheekily.
Lakes aren't coastal.
Oh, yeah.
Lakes aren't coastal. Also, lube matters. If I have taught you anything,
Yes.
olive oil is not lube, soap is not lube, spit is not lube. Lube is lube. Use the lube. Okay. So pick a host. Who is most likely to add 10 books to your TBR?
You.
Becky.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just going to say Amanda, but okay. Food is not lube. You're right, Jen Ellen. And see,
Me?
in the chat, everyone is saying Leah. Karen says Amanda.
No, Amanda warns her of slow
I warned her
burns.
about the slow burn ahead
Because
of time.
Karen
She's talking about she does not like a slow burn.
a slow burn.
I don't know how
Unless
y'all.
it's a Cynthia Eden book, and then she doesn't care because she's going to read those anyway.
Who DNFs the fastest?
Oh, no.
Lindsay?
Jenny, maybe?
I
No?
think
I
it
don't know.
depends on the mood.
Becky or
I
Heather?
don't DNF that often. And Heather will just say she's just stopping it for now.
Right.
She's
Leah. Leah is winning the DNF.
Yeah.
But do I DNF?
She doesn't DNF. She
I just
machetes.
skip around. I literally machete
Jen Ellen for
books.
another. If it's a member, it's Jen Ellen.
Yes, Jen
Oh,
Ellen.
yes.
1000%.
This is true.
And those are hard DNFs, not softs like Heather's.
Who is the most likely to defend the red flag hero? Leah.
Leah.
Or Amanda.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I feel a little called out.
It's Leah.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. I just think,
Oh God.
There was not a lot of thought that went into that, though. Like it was very fast that you guys answered that.
Who reads the weirdest romances?
Becky.
Becky.
Probably me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine are
Who
not
is most
weird,
likely
just-
crying during a book? Jenny.
Jenny or Leah.
Yeah. No, Leah's
not.
not really a
No,
crier.
I'll
She
cry at
does.
everything.
Oh, do
now.
you cry at
Oh,
everything?
I cry at
Yes,
everything.
She does.
Amanda is not.
I am not.
Who is least likely to cry?
Amanda.
And Becky, it depends on the day of the week.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to accidentally buy another special edition?
Becky. Or Amanda.
Yeah.
Heather.
I'd say
Heather.
No, Heather does not accidentally buy anything. She just clicks away. There's no accidentally buying. You guys,
accidentally, Becky. If we're talking just
Yes.
accidentally buy
Yes.
one and not know she's
you
bought 12.
you accidentally multi-purchase and then
Yes.
sometimes multi-purchase on purpose. Amanda forgets that she purchased and they just show up.
I'm better
But
now.
it's-
I keep a list. So
Well, because of Lindsay.
yes.
Well, yeah, because I added the shop app onto my
Yeah.
phone,
Oh, I
and
have the
now
shop
it's
app now
like,
too.
and I start to feel guilty, like when it's like, your order is releasing or is shipping, and I'm like, shit, what order? And then I have to go.
Well, I
look
order
and-
so much from Amazon that it's always popping up, and I'm like, oh,
Anyway.
whoops.
Okay.
Becky, a bookstore emailed you because you the same book being ordered so much. Yes, they did.
They did.
Twice, by the way, not just once.
Yes.
I did it for
Two
2 books in a
different
row.
Love Sweet Arrow. Yep.
Yeah,
They just
and it was multiple books and multiple emails from multiple
So
people.
the next book in the Zom rom-com series, I specifically ordered 2, and the girl emailed me and she's like, I see you just went ahead and ordered 2 this time. And then she's like, when are you coming to Chicago so we can meet you?
Oh
my God, we should
gosh.
totally road trip to
Mm.
Chicago.
They're the
Absolutely.
best.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh, I
We'll
now
go
have
see
a reputation.
Kelly.
We could. Okay, so that's it for the discussion. We'll do that after this. Let's get to our book of the
Ah.
week. Episode 300. We still
Also,
do not
who would
have an
thunk-
echo.
We don't have an echo, but who would have thought the Jazz Hands would be such a big hit?
Right.
Like I did it on a whim one night.
Right.
Book of the week. Okay, Amanda, what's your book of the week?
My book of the week is To Catch a Sinner by Lucy Wilson to Go, and that is Dylan Allen writing as Lucy. This is her new book that's coming out on June 23rd. It's the first book. It's a duet, so there is a cliffhanger. It's called the Blurred Lines Duet, and
Were we
it
told
is-
this was a duet?
Yeah, I think
Did I
so.
just read
Or
right
you
over
just-
that part of it?
Yeah. maybe.
Probably.
But the main character's name, her name is Sin, and she's like an investigative journalist, which I don't always love. Like, and that's Nora Roberts' fault. But I love this. She was investigating artifact theft at a paper in New York, and then she gets let go after she gets scooped. So she goes back home to DC. And like all these things are happening behind the scenes. She meets Kwame. They have kind of like almost like a little one night stand. So it pops very early.
They
and then they
kind of
don't
have a one night stand.
well, it's there's mutual things happening, but they don't go
Okay.
all the way.
All right, that makes more sense.
And then she runs out while he's in the bathroom, and they don't see each other again for a couple of months, and then they run back into each other. His mother has recently passed away. He's inherited like a lot of money. His parents are very wealthy. So he's a billionaire. He's actually living across the country in California. He also ends up back in DC. They're both Ghanaian descent. So, but different parts of Ghana. So they have this like little thing where they like kind of give each other, like rib each other about like where they're from and their family history. And so there's like a lot of cultural stuff in it that's like very interesting. It makes for really good banter. And then like her family's a big part of it. Like she gets brought back into this artifact theft thing. It's like there's all these things going on. Their lives are so like layered. Like they've never met each other, but they've crossed paths like so many times. So I was like so into it. Like and then it's the big cliffhanger, and I was like, what? Like I need the rest of it, but it's very good. It's very, very good.
Well, and we're gonna have to wait a while for the rest
I
of
know. But
Leah,
it's so good.
what's your book of the week?
My book of the week is When He Loves by Cynthia Eden. This is part of her Protector and Defender series. This is a second chance. We had met Nash in a previous book. He was the sister to the heroine in When He Guards. And so it's Cynthia Eden. I just love the way she creates her stories and her characters, and they're obsessive, like in like not a red flag way, as like sometimes I really enjoy, but like Nash and Delaney, sorry. His last name is Quinn, but Nash and Delaney were together when they were younger. He broke up with her for reasons, and like they have went their separate ways, and she is getting married, but not to a good guy. Like she doesn't want to get married, and so he steals her from her wedding.
Okay.
And that's like how the book starts, and it's just like them like dealing with like coming back together and all these things, and there's always lots of feelings, lots of chasing chaos, and it's just really fun.
Karen says she never disappoints.
She does not.
So this goes back to our weather period of buzzing about romance.
Weather checking for a while.
So I read Forecasting the Forward by Jennifer Williams. She's a recent pickup on an editorial client. So one of the things I like to do is when I pick up a client, I like to go back and read their books so that I'm understand like what how they sync
their voice and things
their
like
voice
that.
and stuff like that. So this is part of her Mile High series. It's a hockey, marriage at convenience, forced proximity, found family, and the heroine is a meteorologist who falls in love with the hockey player. And there's also guinea pigs in it. It's kind of cute. He's like a guinea pig dad. It's so cute.
They're little rodents.
They are. They're not my favorite, but it was cute in the book because they do not live in my house.
Well, this is
So.
true. And they didn't have wings.
But Jennifer Williams is releasing a new book later this month, I think. Not this week, but next week.
Yeah, I think I have it on the Substack.
Yeah,
I think it's now.
So, yeah, I think it's like this coming week.
This coming week.
I think
I
it's
put it
like
out Friday.
Wednesday or Tuesday or Friday.
I think it's next Thursday, the 25th.
Oh, I thought it was
Right?
the
Is it this
18th.
week? I don't know. But it's baseball. And it's a baseball player who's not happy to be in Denver and the team's nutritionist.
Ooh.
And it's very well done. Okay, so before we wrap up, there's something I want to say. And I wrote this down because I just didn't want to forget. So when people look at Buzzing About Romance, they see a podcast. I see people. I see every co-host who has ever sat behind a microphone and shared their time, passion, and love of romance with our listeners. I see the hosts who have helped build this from the beginning and the voices who joined us along the way and helped us grow into something bigger than I ever imagined. I see the spouses and partners, family and friends who put up with our recording schedules, overflowing bookshelves, endless group chats, and conversations that somehow always circle back to fictional people. I see the authors who trusted us with their books and their stories, and I see our publishing and industry partners who believed in what we're building and support us through every stage of this journey. Most of all, I see you, the listeners, the people who show up week after week, the people who recommend us to their friends, the people who join us in the live chat, participate in our reading challenges, remind us why we started doing this in the first place. 6 years ago, I had no idea what this little podcast would do. What started as a conversation about romance books became community, a team, friendship, opportunity, and honestly, one of the greatest adventures of my life. So to everyone who has ever been a part of this journey, whether you were here for 6 years or just found us yesterday, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your time. And thank you for helping us create something that has always been bigger than any one person. Buzzing About Romance has never been about me. It's always been about us. And after 6 years, I still can't wait to see what happens next. So here's to 6 years of buzzing and hopefully many more to come. Now, we would love to have you share your favorite buzzing memory or answer one of our questions over in Discord or on our social media. We'd love to hear from you all. So once again, thank you for 6 years. Thank you for being a part of all of this. I really
It's crazy to
appreciate
think
all
it's
of you.
been 6 years already.
Right? So until next time.
Happy reading, everybody.
Find us on Instagram at Buzzing About Romance or on Twitter at Buzzing Romance. If you like the podcast, please leave a review. If you'd like to support us directly, join the Bookcase and Coffee Patreon and receive exclusive content only available to Patreon members. Check out bookcaseandcoffee.com for our on-the-shelf show notes.